On a beautiful day in 2025, specifically on July 17th, the first trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 was officially released. In addition to introducing the sequel to the film that premiered 4 years ago, the trailer also gave viewers their first look at the new roster of fighters in this second installment. Moreover, the film revealed several quite notable details in this long-awaited return. So, through this 2-minute-long trailer, what exactly did WB reveal to fans about this upcoming film? Let's find out together in today's video. Alright, without keeping you waiting any longer, let's get started. At the very beginning of the trailer, we are introduced to Johnny Cage. Played by actor Carl Urban, he is seen sitting alone at a bar, drinking, when a fan recognizes him. This is when we begin to learn more about this version of Johnny Cage. In the games, Johnny Cage is a movie star, and depending on the timeline or game title, he can either be a highly successful, wealthy actor or a washed-up celebrity known for starring in cheesy action films and being seen as a joke. Through WB's promotional campaign, we learn that Johnny Cage was once a famous action movie actor in the 1990s. However, it is now 2025, and his old-school action films are no longer as popular as they once were. In blunt terms, Johnny Cage's time has passed. In the original timeline of the game, Johnny Cage enters the Mortal Kombat tournament to showcase his fighting skills and prove himself to skeptical film critics who believed he was just an actor overly reliant on stunts and camera tricks, and not a true warrior. In the timeline altered by Liu Kang, Johnny is personally chosen by Liu Kang to be one of the defenders of Earthrealm. No matter which timeline it is, Johnny Cage always chooses to side with Earthrealm and eventually becomes a champion who protects Earth from invading forces from other realms. In the film's trailer, it appears that Johnny Cage has been chosen by the Thunder God Raiden to be one of the fighters in the upcoming Mortal Kombat tournament. And based on what the trailer shows, Johnny seems somewhat lacking in confidence this time around, simply because all the other fighters possess superpowers granted by the dragon mark on their bodies. While Johnny, he's just an action movie actor, nothing more, nothing less. It's highly likely that in this second installment, the film will shift focus from following the journey of Cole Young, the descendant of Scorpion, to centering on Johnny Cage and exploring his own hidden strength. Finally, in the trailer, Johnny throws in a clever jab at the Mortal Kombat film from the 1990s. When a fan says the studio should reboot the movie starring Johnny, he replies, "Nobody wants that. That kind of stuff went out of style in the 90s. It's clearly a playful shot at the Mortal Kombat franchise itself, like saying, "Who wants a Mortal Kombat reboot? That stuff's outdated since the 90s." In the first installment, the film ended with the fighters from Outworld, led by Shang Tsung, being forced to retreat. But in the second part, it appears that the Mortal Kombat tournament has officially begun. For those who may have forgotten, in the Mortal Kombat universe, there are a total of 6 dimensions known as the realms, including Earth Realm, which is Earth itself and is under the protection of the Thunder God Raiden; Nether Realm, which is considered a kind of hell; Outworld, home to incredibly powerful warriors and ruled by Emperor Shao Kahn; Order Realm, also known as Sado, a place that values order and strict law; its opposite, Chaos Realm; and finally Edenia, also known as Eden, the homeland of Queen Sindel, a fighter in the game who would later become the wife of Shao Kahn. These 6 realms are governed by the Elder Gods, powerful beings who established a law. One realm cannot invade another unless it does so through a tournament known as Mortal Kombat. Specifically, when one realm issues a challenge, the challenged realm cannot refuse. Both realms must bring their strongest fighters, known as champions, to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament. If one realm manages to win Mortal Kombat 10 times in a row, it earns the right to invade the losing realm. At the time the film takes place, Outworld, under Shao Kahn, has already won 9 consecutive tournaments. Therefore, in this second installment, it is highly likely that Earthrealm, under the protection of Thunder God Raiden, will have to fight with everything it has to crush Shao Kahn's plan of invasion. In addition to telling the story of the 10th Mortal Kombat tournament between Earthrealm and Outworld, it seems the film will also delve into another realm, Edenia. In the game's storyline, before attempting to invade Earthrealm, Shao Kahn successfully conquered Edenia through the Mortal Kombat tournament. He killed King Jerrod and took Queen Sindel as his wife. Unable to bear the humiliation, Sindel took her own life, while her daughter, Katana, along with her childhood friend Jade, was trained to become an assassin for Outworld. And in the trailer, we can see Shao Kahn in a place that strongly resembles the realm of Edenia, where he is seen killing someone, most likely King Jerrod. In the trailer, Johnny Cage mentions that he doesn't have any kind of superpower like everyone else. He even jokes that his only power is being handsome. Personally, I'm quite curious to see what kind of superpower the filmmakers will give Johnny. Because in the games, Johnny Cage is often portrayed more as a comedic character than a badass, serious fighter. Even his moves are usually just regular martial arts, rather than anything resembling superhuman abilities. It wasn't until later versions like MKX or MK11 that our Johnny finally gained superpowers, which resemble something like armament haki from the One Piece manga, anime. Baraka, portrayed by actor C.J. Bloomfield, is a warrior of the Tarkatan species, a fierce race known for their razor-sharp teeth and bloodthirsty nature. Some viewers have criticized the CGI, but let's not forget that this is an R-rated video game adaptation with a much smaller budget than a Marvel film. They have to allocate resources wisely. If you look closely, you'll notice that Baraka's fight with Johnny Cage features a mix of practical effects and CGI. Baraka's power comes from the long blade arms, that extend from his forearms, sharp as razors, used for slashing, stabbing, or trapping opponents in close combat. His Tarkatan teeth can tear into enemies at close range, combined with the superior strength and speed typical of the Tarkatan race. Katana, portrayed by actress Adeline Rudolph, is the princess of Edenia, the daughter of Sindel and Jerrod, but was raised by Shao Kahn as his own after he conquered Edenia. In the trailer, Katana is faithfully adapted, wearing her iconic outfit along with her signature spinning steel fans. There is also a flashback scene showing Katana's father, King Jerrod, being killed by Shao Kahn, which forces her to serve under Kahn. If the film follows the game's storyline, she will eventually betray Kahn and seek revenge. In Mortal Kombat 2, Katana may initially appear as an Outworld fighter opposing Earthrealm, but gradually she begins to discover her true identity through Sindel and Jerrod. And by the end of the trailer, we seem to witness Katana facing off against Shao Kahn, and it's highly possible that she may be injured, or worse, lose her life in this installment. But who really knows? As for her powers, the trailer depicts them quite accurately. Princess Katana is known for her steel fans, which are as sharp as blades, used for slashing, throwing, or generating cutting gusts of wind against enemies. In the game, she possesses supernatural abilities such as flight and projecting energy from her fans. In the film, her arcana might enhance the sharpness of her fans or add wind-based effects, combined with her agile martial arts skills and graceful combat style. Speaking of Katana, we certainly can't leave out Jade. Jade is a skilled assassin from Outworld who grew up alongside Katana and shares a deep bond of friendship with her since their childhood in Edenia. In the games, Jade initially serves Shao Kahn but later turns against him to protect Katana and her homeland. In the film, some fans have complained that Jade appears bald and not particularly attractive, so I hope the movie provides a clear explanation for this choice. As for her powers, Jade is a weapons expert known for her agility in combat. Her signature weapon is a metal bow staff, which can extend to strike from a distance or sweep enemies in close quarters. She also uses razor-angs, crescent-shaped throwing blades, with high accuracy that return like a boomerang. In the game, Jade has the ability to become invisible and generate a protective aura. But in the film, her powers may focus more on agility and martial arts, with her arcana possibly enhancing her speed or the sharpness of her weapons. One of the most hotly debated characters among Mortal Kombat fans is undoubtedly Sindel, the Queen of Edenia and mother of Katana. In the original game lore, Sindel is a deeply tragic figure. After her husband, King Jerrod, was murdered by Shao Kahn, Sindel was forced to become his wife. Unable to bear the humiliation, she took her own life. However, Shao Kahn later used dark magic to resurrect Sindel, turning her into a tool for his plan to conquer Earthrealm. In some versions of the game, Sindel is portrayed as a full-fledged villain, while in other storylines, she is depicted as a sorrowful mother who was manipulated and eventually betrays Shao Kahn to protect her daughter. In this trailer, Sindel appears with a striking design, especially notable when she unleashes her sonic scream. A powerful ultrasonic scream capable of paralyzing or even exploding enemies. The scene where Sindel confronts Sonya Blade showcases this ability in a polished and faithful adaptation from the game. Besides her scream, in the game Sindel also has the ability to control her hair in combat, using it as a weapon to strike opponents. It remains to be seen whether this power will be brought to life in the film. But if it is, it will surely be one of the most anticipated moments in Mortal Kombat 2. The trailer also gives us our first glimpse of the Netherrealm, the hellish dimension of the Mortal Kombat universe. This is the realm where damned souls are tormented, but it's also the domain of those who manipulate and wield dark magic, such as Quan Chi and Shinnok. The design of the Netherrealm in this film is quite striking, featuring deep crimson tones and a heavy, ominous atmosphere that perfectly captures the essence of a true hellscape. In the trailer, we see Scorpion battling a character who appears to be Noob Saibot, the resurrected version of the original Sub-Zero, Bai Han. Noob Saibot is one of the most mysterious and terrifying characters in the Mortal Kombat universe. After Sub-Zero Bai Han was killed in the first film, he was resurrected as Noob Saibot, a pure shadow wraith, completely stripped of his humanity. In the games, Noob Saibot specializes in shadow clone techniques, attacking opponents from all directions, and even teleporting through shadows. His appearance at the end of the trailer has fans extremely excited, as it stays true to the original Mortal Kombat 2 lore, where Noob Saibot was first introduced as a secret character. What concerns me a bit, though, is that the trailer might have spoiled the scene where Scorpion defeats Noob Saibot. If that's the case, then perhaps the filmmakers have slipped up and revealed a little too much. One of the most intriguing details is the reappearance of Kano with his signature laser eye, despite the fact that he was killed by Sonya Blade in the first film. So how is Kano back? The answer likely lies in a detail related to Quan Chi, a notorious dark sorcerer in Mortal Kombat, known for resurrecting fallen warriors to serve the Netherrealm. Not only Kano, but the promotional poster also features Kung Lao, even though he had his soul taken by Shang Tsung in the first film. Their return might be the result of Quan Chi using dark magic to open portals between the realms, bringing their souls back, possibly to train or rejoin the fight in this new tournament. Additionally, the trailer includes a scene that seems to pay tribute to the iconic green portal stage from Mortal Kombat 2, a place where characters trained and fought against fallen warriors, essentially sparring with spirits. This could also serve as the setting for the return of Kano and Kung Lao. And finally, we can't ignore the most iconic line in all of Mortal Kombat, "Get over here." This time, Scorpion unleashes 2 chains instead of 1, as a subtle nod to the fact that this is the second installment in the film series. It's both a piece of fan service and a powerful statement, no matter how much time passes. No matter how many Mortal Kombat movies or reboots come and go, this line will forever remain the immortal trademark of this legendary fighting game franchise. And that was everything we found in the very first trailer of Mortal Kombat 2. Did we miss any details? Let us know in the comments below. For now, goodbye and see you next time.